to the Cruise Digital Podcast.
Man, do we have a good show for you, man? Let me get a bomb real quick. Yeah, so let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. We have Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr. I'm going to be breaking the fight down a little bit and giving my prediction. Wanted to get ahead of this early on, just so that when the result happens, I can lay my claim to victory. You know, I want to have a good record with predictions on this podcast. But thank you for joining me in the Cruise Digital Podcast. We're going to be having a lot of fun on this podcast. We're going to be talking about various entertainment news, music, sports, all that good stuff. So it's going to be our world for me to dish my opinion and receive that of others. So right here, Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence. Obviously, you see age is going to play a factor, or will it? You know, how much of Manny Pacquiao are we going to get? You know, the young, the youthful Manny Pacquiao. In his last fight, he looked really good against Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is a young bull as well. He's not an Errol Spence, though. No, he's not that guy. He's not that guy. Errol Spence is an up-and-coming. I don't even like to use that word up-and-coming because he has arrived. You know, there were talks of after that accident if he was going to return the same, and he did. He did. You know, he looked really good against Sean Porter, who is a bruiser. And he stood there toe-to-toe with him and planted his feet and got to work. He got down to the dirty. So, you look at the fights, you look at the record, you obviously see that experience is going to play a big factor for Manny Pacquiao. What hasn't Manny Pacquiao seen? What style has Manny Pacquiao not seen? He's been versus the big and the Margarito. He's been versus the big, the small, the quick, the fast, Floyd. He's seen a lot of the styles. Stylistically, though, he's not going to have that much of an advantage, being that Errol Spence is also a southpaw. You know, usually that throws fighters off that are going against Manny. Manny's going to have a high output, be very energetic, and have a high punch count to stay in this fight. You know, it's one of those fights where you have to pick with your mind and not your heart, because my heart, man, I want to go. I will be rooting for Manny Pacquiao. You know what I mean? And I want to predict he's going to win this fight, but I just cannot. Errol Spence is just too young, too fast, too strong. Errol Spence is it, man. I'm a huge fan of Errol Spence, and when I found out this fight was happening, I hated it for the simple fact that I had just learned my lesson about betting against Errol Spence. I will no longer ever bet against Errol Spence ever again. I've learned my lesson, never again. But I was just starting to, campaign for him and root for him, and now it's like, damn, he's going against Manny Pacquiao, my boy, one of my favorite boxers of all time, and it's like, damn, I gotta root for Manny. But that doesn't mean my prediction has to be the same, and I think that's where a lot of the time people screw up predictions because they go with their heart over their head. So that being said, I got Errol Spence winning by split decision. So a lot of you are going to be like, I got Errol Spence stopping him late, or Errol Spence by unanimous decision. Well, I'm hoping it's not a boring fight, that Manny's kind of just running around and it ends in unanimous decision, because that's not good for us, the fight fans, right? We want to see a good fight. We want to see exchanges, and I believe Manny's going to bring it. But like I said, Manny's going to have to use those awkward angles that he uses, high punch count, got to be highly energetic, got to get in and out, because you can't stand in front of Errol Spence. Manny, don't stand in front of Errol Spence. Don't do it, partner. Don't do it, partner. But yeah, that's going to be my prediction, ladies and gentlemen. I got Errol Spence split decision. After the fight, you could come here or to the latest video I have and go ahead and give me my props. Like I said, we're going to have a good damn prediction record on this podcast. But that has been my prediction, ladies and gentlemen, for the Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr. fight. Hopefully, I hope to see you on the next video. We're probably going to be covering that XXL freestyle or Coil Reyes. We ain't going to talk about it here. I ain't going to spoil it for y'all. But if anything else, y'all could comment what y'all would like for me to review or drop a podcast on. I'm going to be breaking these episodes up by subject until we develop a higher follower count. And then that way I can include more subjects in one podcast just so we can come all. I will see you guys on the next video. That is Cruise Digital. Cruise out.